This is going to be keeper on the road videos. I'm going to touch on a couple of subjects and hopefully you'll find them interesting and amusing. Now on to the topic. One of the other things I want to talk about is joining a team or looking for a team. People ask me, you know, like, Don, I'm trying to find a team in my area. How do I do that? And I'm a big social media guy, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And a lot of people don't like Facebook, and that's fine. If you don't like Facebook, that's all right. But let's just say you're looking for airsoft. You want to get on a team playing airsoft in your area, but you don't know if there's any teams in your area. Start out, go to social media like Facebook, and let's say you're in Pennsylvania and you want to look for airsoft teams in Pennsylvania. I start off by putting PA Airsoft. Search what groups come up. Also, you can put in Pennsylvania Airsoft and see what groups come up. Sometimes the name will pop up with the group, or part of the description, will pop up, or something in one of the posts will pop up, and you might be able to find a group that's in the area, or several groups that you can ask. And what you want to do is come on to the group, ask to join, or if it's an open
mile, keep right.
If it's an open forum or open group, just post in there, hey, I'm looking to join an airsoft team. I live in the such and such area, Pennsylvania. Does anyone know of any teams local to that area? And you might want to put down driving distance up to 2 hours, or driving distance up to an hour and a half.
Miles, keep right.
People will answer you. Maybe they would say, oh, here's a group. You look at their location, see how far they are from you, and that's a starting point.
Right.
What I would tell people to do is, let's say you find a team in your area that you say, oh, wow, these guys are like 45 minutes from me. That's not bad. Name of the team is XYZ Team.
109 miles.
You get on their Facebook page, check out their social media. And what I do on that, like say you go to XYZ Team, look in the about, see if they have any other social media, YouTube, Twitter, things like that. Check when their last post was. Check what kind of photographs they have. Check what kind of description they have on the squad. You might go there and they say, oh, a bunch of backyard airsofters, we play on a local field that we've created. That might be perfect for what you want. Or it might be father-son group that gets together on this one guy's property and plays. That might be what you want. Or it might be a group that's like dedicated milsim players, and they have a certain camo and they have a certain loadout that they do and a certain type of replica. That might be something that you want. The more choices that you have, the better off you are. Once you find out if that looks like the group for you, then drop them a note. Best thing also to do is also check out their YouTube. If they have gameplay videos or like reviews or anything like that, you get to see some of the people in action. You know, and if you watch and they seem like pretty cool people, that's awesome. They seem like dicks, then like you're gonna probably shy away. Then I would do the next best thing. If their Facebook page is active, score. If it's not active, try to see if you can find them on their YouTube page or Twitter page and ask them a question. And what you're looking to do is say, I'm interested in a team. I'm such and such age and I live near the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area. I said, I'm looking to join a team. Can you give me an idea about your team, requirements, where you play, and you know, how many members, things like that. Ask some very limited questions. Just give them the basic information. They already know your age, your name. You can give that again if you want. Your age, because it's important. Some teams only want 18 plus players. Some don't care. And the location, if you put down Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and they're out at State College, that's 4 hours away. You're not going to go 4 hours to their team. I've had people ask about our team, and they've been 3.5, 4 hours away, and I said, it's really not worth it for you to come to our trainings. I said, you'd be driving 4 hours just to get there. You should try to find a team local in your area. But anyway, once you find out the information on a team, the next step, after they give you the information, they might say, oh, we got 20 players and we're this and that and we have a local field we play on, all that. Ask them if you can get a guest invite. You could come out as a guest and check out the field, check out the guys. Because one of the worst things you can do is just say, okay, I want to join your team. And you join the team, you get there, and the guys are a bunch of assholes. And then you're going to end up like saying, oh, geez, I don't want to deal with these guys anymore. But if you come out as a guest, you can get to see how the people are. If you come out as a guest and they're including you in things and a bunch of people are chatting you up and they want to like get your opinion on games or like a gun or something like that, that might be the team for you. Or you might get there and find out that like they're all very, very young and you're the oldest one there and you feel like you're ancient. That might not be the team for you. Or you might get to a team and find out it's a father-son type thing, and maybe you can involve your father, or maybe involve your son or your nephew or whatever. The team, you have to check them out though. And if they have a guest invite, that's the best way. We allow people to come out twice as a guest. This way they get to see how we are, we get to see how they are, because someone might like being on the team, but they might not have the right attitude. So the team might not want you on their squad. That's another thing to consider too. They might say, oh, well, we want somebody that's more experienced than you and this and that. They might say that right up the front. But if you get there and find out that these guys are like way over your level and they don't seem like they're interested in training you to get to their level, maybe you move on. But you might get on the other hand and go to a team who wants to help you out with everything they can. We've had a lot of guys come to the team, some with experience, some with no experience. They come and you set them up and say, okay, here's what we like to run, here's what we want you to do. Other than that, it's wide open. The only requirements, for example, my team is a camo requirement. You have to have full seal goggles, and we use a certain type of radio. Whatever replica you want to run, whatever kind of gear loadout you want to have, that's fine. You can run tan gear, black gear, or multi-cam, OD green, whatever, as long as you got our camo. You have some kind of full seal eye protection, and the type of radio that we have, because we like to use a certain type of radio so we can all maintain contact. We don't have a requirement like helmets, although most of us have helmets, and the only requirement is full seal eye protection. We are thinking about face protection as well, because we've had some people with teeth shot out, so I don't want new players coming in to not have some kind of face protection. So see what they're requiring. Will you come on the team and you be able to find out before you go there what kind of requirements the team has. If they seem pretty laid back and that's something you're interested in, go for it. If they seem a little anal and like, you know, they're like high-end milsim and they only go to national events and that's something you're thinking about doing, they might be your ticket. So ask questions, see if you can get an invite, and then check each other out. And the best thing is to be honest. Don't go there and say, oh, well, you know, I'm pretty good at sniping even though you've only played Call of Duty. You know, get some opinions from people. And I will say that, I would say that 90% of the people, if not more, that have a gun will let your replica at the field, will let you pick it up, try it out, shoot it. And in my case, there's a couple of people that have asked to use this, that, or the other thing. A couple of our members, one guy wanted to be a sniper. Our sniper on the team let him use his sniper rifle for half the day. The guy became a great sniper now. So it's one of those things that, you know, if you get the right team, the right people, you can actually have a good time and enjoy yourself. The other aspect on a team is when you go to a game, if you're on a team, you go as a team. You work together. You know the other people. You have communication. You know how the other players work. You work in fire teams. It's fun riding up with somebody, riding back with somebody. Like bullshitting with somebody. During the breaks. Having people with you is a lot of fun. If they're on their team, that's awesome too. One of the other things I got was there's nothing in my area. The closest thing is like 6 hours away. What do I do? Start your own team. And it's not as daunting as you think. If you're interested in airsoft, I'm sure you got a friend that you could say, hey, you want to try some airsoft? Get him out. Maybe he'd get gung-ho. He might have a friend or know somebody that wants to get involved. Once you get 1 or 2 members, or 3 or 4, I should say, members, the one guy said, well, what's the smallest you can have for a team? A team could be 4 members. A team could be 3 members. Once you get that team established, that you've got it, let's say it's only 3 of you, and you're 3 friends. Start a Facebook page. Get your name out there. Put out there looking for members. Find a location where you can play. Set up a rule set. Set up a requirements. Like, you don't have to go crazy. Like if you're just hanging around the backyard, that's fine. Don't care about camo or anything like that. But maybe you want to have a set camo, a set gun, or like set eye protection or set radio that you use. Set your own guidelines up and stick to them. And also, I know as a new team it's kind of hard. Everybody just lets everybody on. And I've seen other teams like this that start out from scratch, and everybody that wants to join a team, they let them on the team, and they find out there's a lot of problems. So even though you're looking for members, be selective. Have the guy come out, play, and say, oh, I'm sorry, man, you're not really gelling with us. Like, I really appreciate you coming out, but you're not really, like somebody we want to have out on the team. It might be a little hardcore, and a guy might get a little pissy about it, but better to have a group of people that you enjoy having the hobby with than being out on the field with somebody that's going to be like always in your face and argumentative with you. Once you get your team rolling though, try to go to some events. Now, if you don't have a field local to you, you are going to have to travel to some events. But one other thing to think about is if there's a local paintball place, ask them if anybody, you think you can put up a sign looking, Airsoft Team looking for players. Maybe you could rent a field off them and say, okay, we got like 10 people, we're going to have an Airsoft game, can we rent a field off you? There might be a place to play. That's another aspect to just think about. There are several things that you can do to get a team going. Also, asking an established team for help is always a plus. I don't know how many people have come to me and said, we started our own team. What's good for this or good for that? I'm, glad to give advice. And I said to the gentleman the one guy that just recently asked me, I said, this is just my advice, but take all these things under advisement and take what you want from it. Do you want this? Do you want that? Should you have this? But set the guidelines up that you want for your team and go with it. Asking for help, asking for opinions, asking from, even like, anybody on YouTube that's involved in the airsoft. And there's a lot of groups on Facebook for airsoft. You might find that somebody's like a county over from you, 2 hours away, but at least it's 2 hours away. You can drive there and have a scrim with them. So those are just some ideas about getting a team, getting on a team, or forming your own team. I got sort of off on a tangent there, but I hope everybody got the gist on that. This is Keeper on the Road again. Just hope you enjoyed the video and found the music.